Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today I am playing StarMade. And we're still working on our toaster carrier, as I've been calling it. Let's see, let's work a little more on this portion of the vessel. Let's kind of shape the rear end of it. Right, so let's call that like 6, 7, 8, and put 10 there, and let's just kind of bring this up. Okay. Not exactly what I intended to do there, but I will undo it. Alright. And there. Alright. Alright. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get this as well, so that's nice and even. So I now have this big blank spot in between the thrusters. I don't want a big blank spot in between the thrusters, nor do I want to do whatever I just did. So we're gonna something like that. And trim that off. Okay. Now, how am I gonna do this? If I do like too tall, I want like a shroud or something. Shroud's probably not the right word, but a covering over this engine. So let's see what that would look like. I don't want it to be that long. Maybe half of that. So half of 19 is somewhere around 11. Okay, I can get behind this. I think. This is mostly decorative. Alright, this is almost entirely decorative. And let's see, what point does it need to... It does not need to extend past that thing. So... something like this? Okay. And... bring this over. So we only partially shield the engines. And by engines, I mean the thrust exhaust. Because it's... well, actually, this is... huge chunk of systems is here, yes. And this would be a weak point. And I think that's fine. I think ships need weak points. It's no fun to have an well, it's tremendous fun to have an invincible super cruiser. But, no, yeah. What on earth did I just do that for? Stop that. Well, I did that because, yeah, okay. Not exactly sure I'm gonna pull this off. Alright, I'm just thinking about problems in the future. Let's go ahead and shave off those corners, because they are going to be problematic for me. Make sure I'm not getting... okay, those are symmetrical, the conduits there. Okay. Just want to check my conduits again, make sure I don't have any disconnects. Alright, we're good. Okay. So I have sort of this little shroud thing going on. I'm not overly enthused about it quite yet, but let's rip all this out. Rip, 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 and there we go. I thought about just adding it on by the block, having the block I just removed, except I don't want it to be that thick. I want it to be 1 block tall. Or 1 block thick. Actually, more of a half a block thick, and that's a block. Probably would have been fine. Okay. still not entirely sure what I want this rear end to look like. So let's do some experimentation. There, that's going to be better for that angle, because it's going to come and meet where I want it to. Okay. They're not going to have a lot of empty space here. Do I want it to come in? Alright, so how long is this? This is 21, this will be about 25, 26. We're going to call this 26. We're just going to experiment with this. I don't believe there's anything on this side that'll prohibit it symmetry-wise. Nope, we're good. I'm just throwing this in just to see what it looks like. Ooh, stop it. Stop it now. Ooh, ah, ooh, 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 ah. Alright. Let's see. Probably should have started... No. This will work. Saying probably should have started from here and going down, but no. This will work just fine. Now am I clipping into anything? Nope. And... Alright. I'm not going into any rooms or anything of that nature, so that's good. There we go, and now we have this little recessed area. And just having recessed areas on a ship, I think, makes it a little more interesting. So it looks like there could be something that does something. Or that it needs to be recessed for whatever reason. Doesn't have to be an actual reason, it just needs to look like there's a reason. Well, let's see. We make this a nice smooth surface. By clicking in the right spots, preferably. Click, click, click. Alright. Okay, I like that. I was thinking about having it come flat across, but I think I like having this breaking up of this huge plane. Anytime you can break up a plane, even if you keep it square, breaking up a plane is gives it more visual interest, I believe. And it also gives you all these horrible little corners you have to deal with. No, you don't have to deal with them. I guess you could just leave this all an empty void. Actually, this comes down here, so... explore about using this. Stop that. At least to here. Okay. And one there. Okay. Oop, oop, oop. Stop that. And then maybe... yeah. Can you dig it? I can dig it. That'd be funnier if I was making a mining ship. Actually, you know what? I probably used that joke when I was doing my mining ship. I really need to do a new mining ship, saying that my whole conceit is this is supposed to be a mining company. But right now, these warships are more fun to build. I know with the lack of world, if you will, it sort of makes the survival stuff, the mining and survival-y stuff not near as interesting to play. But I do have thoughts about that, and we'll see what we can do about it. Anyway, alright, yeah, it's starting to take shape. Now, I've also found sometimes just leave a project you're working on, go do something else, come back a few days later, which is what I've done. I'm a few days late, and you have crazy ideas like that. Because I was thinking this whole time about just bringing this straight across and somehow integrating these engines in with making them bulge out a bit. But no, I think giving it this little, like, waist. So like the torso, the waist, and the hips, I don't know. This little indented section is going to make it better. I think it looks a lot better. You need to experiment more with that. Now, what if, and I don't know if I like this idea yet or not, what if we bring these in to meet it? There we go. I've learned that tetras and heptas are some of my favorite blocks. Well, outside, of course, from the cube one, because the cube is the perfect shape. Why is it the perfect shape, you ask? Well, because it correlates with the perfect number. But a cube has 6 sides, 0 curves, and 8 corners. All right, so let's see. All right, and doot. That comes, oh, that's almost like I planned it. I had absolutely no planning in this process. I'm just putting down blocks. And I think that's a good thing. Just sometimes just put down blocks. Doesn't have to be good, doesn't have to be pretty. In fact, it's probably going to be bad. Just put down some blocks and see what happens. Because sometimes really cool stuff happens. Sometimes really dumb stuff happens. Well, that sounds just like life. Sometimes really cool stuff happens, and sometimes really dumb stuff happens. Sometimes really bad stuff happens. Right, before I get all philosophical, and write my book, everything I need to know about life I learned from StarMade, which would be a horrible book, by the way. You'd learn everything you needed from life from a video game. You have either a very good game or a very bad life. All right, so let's see. What is that? Oh, I can't see anything. And this flashlight's useless. There we go. Oh, that's supposed to be there. All right. Not sure about this now. Let's bring that out. There we go. And my hip to there. All right. You know, that's interesting. I like that. So it looks like I have these 2 separate units that are coming in together, joining there. All right, we're getting there. We are getting there. Except now, don't want this to be a boring old flat plane. I want it to be a raised connection point. There we go. That's 5. 5? I did, no, 4. Whatever. Let's bring this down. Okay. I'm liking it. Except I don't, oh no, I don't like that. I'm liking it. Now it has that little recess thing. Recesses, like surface recesses or even recesses here, give the idea that, hey, there's something cool going on back there. Oh, it is. Let my imagination fill it out. Probably like a band. I don't know. Anyway. Doing some more hull work. Which I think this is starting to get a pretty nice shape. I should probably start thinking about defenses. Because I'm still debating whether or not to use AMS. Starting to think I will, but not entirely sold on it yet. I also need something here. But we will come back to that. Anywho, I have been JW608. This has been StarMade, and I will do you cats later.